Hi there, Adita Lang, and I am here to just give you a couple of candid comments when it comes to all of this nutritional controversies. So here it is that the bottom line is that we can no longer depend on manufacturers, the grocery store, the butcher, the baker, all of those people to basically be watching over our health. The only person who can do that is us. So as you were taking this course and listening to things, a lot of things, maybe they seemed a little bit out there, but that's what happens in our world. So at the end of the day, if you really want to empower your own health or that health of your clients or your friends or your family members, you've got to start looking at ingredients, and that's about it. So when you look at a food label and you read the ingredients on there, if you can't pronounce it and don't know what it is, don't eat it. It's really pretty that simple. Okay. Ideally, you want to stick to the majority of your foods should come from their natural, unrefined, unprocessed source. That's why fruits and vegetables are so powerful, because they're blessed with a bunch of vitamins and minerals. And so we want to make sure we put in as many of those into our system as we can, as opposed to a manufactured product that has a lot of fillers and additives and all sorts of other stuff in there that really we don't know how that's going to impact our health at some point. So you want to make sure you're getting in the best quality ingredients. Ideally, it's from fresh fruits and vegetables. If you wanted to take it a step even further than that, I'd really like to see those fresh fruits and vegetables be organic, because here's the thing. If I took an apple right now, and as I was talking to you, I took some bug spray and sprayed down that apple, and then I offered you the apple, are you going to eat it? Probably not. You saw me put the bug spray on it. You probably can still smell it, and you don't want to eat it. Well, unfortunately, your conventional fruits and vegetables, that's what they did. You just didn't see it. So it doesn't feel that impact in you as much, but it's still there. So if you can get away with organic, I tell you, do it that way. It's so much better. It may not be perfect because our world has just gotten that way, but it's going to be so much better than the conventional. That's all there is to it. Okay, the things that you can kind of get away with not being organic, that would be the things with the thicker skins that you have to actually peel off, like a banana or an orange, okay? But other than that, you're going to want to really stick to organics. The things that have no skin, that absorb everything, like a strawberry or a raspberry, those things you definitely want organic. Now, every city has what's called a co-op. So I would say go in and look into your co-ops, because it's going to be a lot cheaper than going to your local grocery store or to the health food store. So try to aim for a co-op and see if that way you can cut your bill down, but yet increase the quality of your food. So in this video, really what I wanted to talk to you about is one controversy that everyone comes up with, and I just haven't had a chance to really videotape it and tell you about it, but that's gluten. Gluten is a really big challenge, and hopefully I can explain it to you as easy as possible. But as the word sounds, glue, it's gluten. So when you take bread dough and you kind of pull it apart and you feel it go like this, that thing that gives it that like stretchy, fluffy part of the dough, that's gluten. And so gluten is, as it sounds, glue. It's gluey, it's sticky, all that kind of stuff. When I was a child, a long time ago, the only gluten I had was probably in my breakfast cereal or in a sandwich, okay? Other than that, I really didn't have that much gluten. Now they put gluten in everything. It's in the sandwich, it's in the cereal, it's in the hairspray, it's in your medicine, it's in your makeup, it's in your shampoo, it's in all of it. So because we have so much gluten going on in our bodies, we are becoming a society that's having a much larger challenge breaking down and digesting that gluten. So here's what happens. I want you to imagine a big circle, okay? That's like a pipe. And in that pipe, there's these little hairs that go all the way around the pipe. Do you see it? Okay. Those are your intestines. Anyways, so these little hairs, what they do is that when the food shoots through, these little hairs grab all the nutrients as the food is shooting through. So it'll grab the vitamin A, the E, all that kind of stuff, and then bring it into our body so it does wonderful things to our body. Now, gluten, unfortunately, gets in between those little hairs, and the more gluten we have with time, those little hairs stop moving, and all of a sudden, we stop absorbing all those wonderful vitamins and minerals. And that is where the challenge rests, okay? So we want to make sure that this does not happen, because this takes years to clear out. So ideally what you want to do, you don't have to necessarily go on a gluten-free diet unless you really think that you need to, but you want to minimize the gluten impact. So in my family, for example, we have a great rice pasta that I just love. It's got 2 ingredients in it. It's fabulous. I love it. So we use rice pasta. Do I do it because we're gluten-free? Not necessarily, but I just do it to minimize the gluten. I also have some great crackers made out of almond flour. And again, they've got like 3 or 4 ingredients. Fantastic. Wonderful. Okay. So by implementing some of these things into our day-to-day, we minimize the gluten load. Because unfortunately, when things are less than 10% of the ingredients, they don't have to list this on the ingredient list. So some of your skincare products, some of your other products probably have gluten in it. You probably don't know, and you don't need that load to be coming in. So this is something I just wanted to share. I think it's pretty important, okay? So think about that next time you're bringing in gluten. There will be a part 2 to this Nutritional Controversies, which will have a full-on layout about gluten and a couple of other things, so that you can continue your education with all of this. But ideally, look, I can sit here and I can tell you my experience and what I research, but there's a lot of information out there. And so at the end of the day, you, my friend, are the only person who's responsible for your health and well-being of you and your family. So you got to do your homework and really understand what you're putting into your body. And please don't depend on anybody else to give you the right answers. It's all about you. Love you. Have a great day. Have a fabulous time. I'm so glad you took my course, and sign up for more because there'll be more coming. Peace out.